Wouldn't mind strength on our lord. Some mana regen there. Let's attack, attack, attack. Armor. Let's roll that. Okay. Can claim this. Do I wish to start from here? Maybe. So my current goal is to find and kill Wigbrad, which is probably there. I gotta get some more recruits before I can do that. 23 blood right now, which is nothing. Can't recruit shit for that. I can probably end the turn here. As long as I don't get jumped out of the fog. Alright.
More armies have arrived.
Take a bathe in blood. Take a sacrifice. Take an inspire. I don't really care about that one. Take blood curse. So an army spawned behind me. In my lands. Yeah. Alright, where am I? A million miles away. I don't think I can reinforce to there either. Maybe around this way. There's no way I can get there. Go. So the thing is, we need to get stronger before we engage any final battle kind of units, right? Because our army is not that great. So I've got to find somewhere to recruit. A library. Guarded by a fuck ton of enemies. It's unfortunate. Another keep over there. A village. Do have a heal somewhere, right? No. Yeah, we have one full heal. I don't want a full heal out of this though. Probably what I want to do is full mana regen. This would be an okay site to recruit out of since we're already by it. Alright, let's go ahead and Greater Inspire. Let's get free blood. It's 1. What's the army size like here?
Liar. Loyalty.
Couple skeleton champions, which are definitely annoying. 2 skeleton archers, a skeleton warrior, 2 of the spectral knights. It's a pretty annoying fight. I think if we full heal going into it, we might be able to not full heal going into this if we just full mana and then focus on getting Vlad some health back early in the fight. That might work. Try that. So mana back. Missing a small amount of HP on the riders. Bunch of HP on Vlad, and like the werewolves will heal through that. It's probably okay. Okay. Alright, let's go fight. Fingers crossed we don't get a bug here. Okay. This map seems big. Seems about the standard size we've been playing on these maps. Alright. Lord gains 10 armor, 2 movement, and soul tap. Lord gains 2 movement, 25. Tanks gain 25% health. Assassins gain terror. Alright, we want to open up. What is this one? This is mana drains. That can be very useful. And this is kills on. Lifesteal on kills. Seems like a good corridor for the horse to be on. I want to fight a long time with the werewolves on these tiles, if possible, since we gain mana. Where's my lord going? There's 2 knights coming through there, and they can charge. And their lord is a knight, too. That's kind of irritating. Alright. They just summoned a unit. If the summoned unit's been what's been bugging out, and then we're in trouble. What happens when your lord dies? You get, for Vlad, you get a card that goes to your hand that costs a redeployment cost. And your army, I don't think your army can survive. Your armies can do things without lords, but they can't claim territories, recruit. They basically can just move.
The blood calls. I crave more.
Those units can all move through trees. Doesn't really feel like they're gonna let me take those tiles, huh?
Lord, we obey.
What's the charge range on this? Seven, maybe? I don't want to get too close.
All shall serve.
And I'm unclear what happens if they charge me when there's a thing in the way. I don't think they can. Alright, so this should be blood barrier on Vlad. We should move to here.
Face the might of the
We
Dracul.
should probably lifesteal somewhere. They're ethereal, half damage from that shit. I guess not. I kind of want to get the cooldown on lifesteal going too, so we'll start with that as well. Oh, that was new round. Fuck. Okay. Alright, glad I armored. Right. Okay. It's a bit rough. Need to get some life drain going for him. Reduce because they're ghosts.
For the bloodline.
Oops. Keep wanting to use that. Vlad will go first. If I do damage there, I can probably get enough to kill that in one shot and get lifesteal out of it, so it's probably okay. Just a bit spooky having my lord so low.
I bring the night.
Alright. Shielded, lifesteal 50%. Misfortune takes extra damage. That's what almost killed us, huh? We're at 67 health. I can do 60 damage to all their units there, but it seems insane. Could also get a slight buff. 15% health for each unit below. It's 2, so he gains 30. Could just give him 50. Let's give him 50. Alright, new round. Now it might be worth, especially if we open with a drain. Drain does only half damage there, though. Presumably this only does half damage too, though. Not that much. So how many units can reach us? Are they all ethereal? Yeah. And are we in range of the archers too? Mm-hmm. And we can't retreat. Bit scary. I kind of want weak units to continue attacking him so we can lifesteal off them. Be a little bit loose with our mana. A, because if we lose the Lord, we're in a lot of trouble. But B, because we're standing on a mana regen location here. No, I didn't tell you to attack from some stupid location. I told you to attack right from where we were. It's annoying.
Face the might of the Dracul.
Alright, new round. Kill this unit. We're not blood barriered anymore, but we're also not voned anymore. We can definitely kill, then kill again to get full health. Seems fine. Some pretty high value out of that lifesteal. Okay. They're still giving me mana. I don't know if it's bugged on or if it's deliberately set up that once they have this. This is the undead warrior unit. I don't mind waiting.
All shall serve.
Alright, you wait, you back up. Could kill that. But it blocks my lord if I do that. I think I'd rather go around.
At your service.
Sure. Can heal off that next turn. Maybe it's if you start your turn on that tile, you keep the buff.
Yes, my lord.
Alright. This is that undead warrior. I think we're going to go back into lifesteal for Vlad. And maybe also another round of blood barrier. I want to come out of this with full health on him. Still had mana restore there. I'm not sure why.
Face the might of the Dracul.
That's archers. No, those are warriors.
Blood.
See if they want to come forward. They do. Full mana again, though. It's great. Alright, how do we take advantage of that? Give this unit Bloodlust. Oh, he's out of range. Boo. That unit Bloodlust. It might just be to end of turn. That would make that entirely useless. Oh, no. Okay. This is the end of the last round. Okay. Kill that. Kill this. Do damage to it. 30 mana. Alright, triggered it. It knocks it out of the turn order at least when that happens, so it doesn't get to attack this round, it looks like, when they get resurrected. Alright, came out of that with full mana and nearly full health. That's pretty good. Ethereal goes through trees? Yes, we knew it goes through trees, but I wasn't quite aware they were fast enough to move through trees through my lord and to the other side. I wasn't expecting to get like quad flanked like that and then also have the 50% damage debuff. They almost killed him.
The Wraith must have guarded this portal for a reason. I wonder where it goes.
Me too. All right, we can take this keep right now if we want. All right. Didn't quite level out of that. I think this is fine for the turn. All right, we're gonna lose stuff behind us, probably. See the game get lag? You see this like kind of like the frame rate's gone way down.
Come with reinforcements. Let me defend the keep while you press the attack.
Give us 3 greater sacrifices and a new lord card. All right, let's do a quick save. Since it's getting laggy, I'm gonna restart the game again. This is a new performance issue that's been. Wait, did I just save or not? 11:22. Okay, that's the save. But this is a new performance issue thing that wasn't here when we were playing. They've added some sort of interaction here. Is there a free play mode in this game? When you say free play, what does that mean? Do you mean can you get the game for free, or do you mean is there like a non-campaign mode? There's a non-campaign mode. I think there's a sandbox mode. I don't remember if that's like I can't remember how the maps were generated. If they were, I don't think they were procedural. I think it was like there were maps. Let's have a look.
The theater of war.
There's a skirmish and a sandbox. So presumably yes is the answer to your question. All right, but I want to get access to this other faction. So let's continue our campaign. And I need more water, so I'm probably gonna do that in a moment too. All right. Let's hope I don't have to kill that bugged unit to get out of here. Just a second, chat. All right. What does this give us? So recruit more level 3s here for a pretty big expenditure of resources, which I don't care about. I want to get some ranged units in our army, which I can take out of the graveyard. And why do we suddenly -8 upkeep? So we have another lord who spawned here. Have they been stealing my provinces? No. They haven't. So I don't know what the deal is. This lord came with a huge friggin' army, though. 2 sets of warriors, a half-blood, 2 spearmen, 2 archers, a level 3 mage, and a level 3 rider. It's pretty decent. Some spells I haven't used before. Lightning Strike, a Blizzard, and Earthquake are all new to me. Do I have to repair the keep? Do I need to repair the keep? Keep doesn't give us anything, right? Why would I spend an action repairing the keep when they think I want to recruit from this keep? They're wrong. I don't want to recruit from this keep. All right, we'll go take this tile. Go level there. We have discounts on recruiting already. Could start Veteracy levels is okay. Can make recruiting a free action. I am going to upgrade this and grab a couple mages. Might be nice to make that a free action. I'm liking the game so far. Yeah. I think it's got some potential. Alright, where is the... Okay. Recruit for free. Let's go ahead and construct the level 3 building. I'm going to grab at least 2, possibly 3 of these. We have quite a few army spots left. Costs us 32 a pop. Get 60 here. It's a little bit close on income. What are you doing with all this money? Do we know? Guess let's move this unit closer so we can figure out if it's gonna pay for itself or not. Graveyard and nothing. 3 might be too much. We gotta spend one of our cards too. I could make them cheaper, but I just took the fucking thing that lets me recruit for free. Kind of feels bad not to recruit for one less action. Maybe it's just a bad talent point. Alright, let's get 20 blood, greater blood 3 times. I'll mobilize once here. And grab a mage. And then I'll grab a mage. Minus 14 is a lot. Let's move over to the village. I guess I'm only taking 2 then. I don't really know if I want to pay the full upkeep of this other guy who just showed up. But anyways. We'll go here. Grab the village. Hop 4. Could upgrade it, but I'm not sure that matters. What's the ritual? Veteracy. Okay, out of actions there, out of actions here. Get level up, so I don't need to assign them right now. Alright, losing a lot of blood per turn, which is pretty annoying. I wonder if I'm supposed to go defend my territory with this unit. That's why they've given it to me. I don't have a lot of desire to do that. I am losing 19 blood this turn, which is kind of rough. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about that though. I have to take more land for that to be something that I can actually afford. Wait, I didn't repair the village? Awkward. It's a new mechanic, having to repair villages. Is the game really buggy? We've had one bug. The bug was annoying. I don't know if that counts really buggy or not. Well, if I'm going to run out of time then I need to do it with what I have. Wait, what? This is just randomly unpassable terrain? Is there like an auto load for like the beginning of the turn? 11:30:07. Let's try that. All right, you're going this way, I guess. And you, I'm gonna ignore that ritual site. I mean, it's okay, but it's not super important. We're gonna go this way. If I go through that, sure, I guess. So we're mana at 30. Okay. All right. Take damage to level up. Wish it let me choose. I wish it would let me choose between the bonuses I was working towards. Right now, this just random element isn't that exciting. All right, some blocker units, some damaging units, charging units, a lord. A couple mages.
Returned.
Okay. Thank you, ICRCHR, for the 68 months. Sometimes blows my mind that you're not the oldest subscriber to this channel. Feels like you probably are. It is a lot of months indeed.
The blood calls. I crave more.
All right, ready for the loudest unit of all time?
We awaken.
Why is he so loud? Yeah, it's kind of been cool, Slurdy. This is my second. I checked it out initially. They just released the content update. It's still in beta. Just released a content update for a second faction. It has some real potential. It's got a lot of. It's a very reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic. May not end up being perfect. I'm not sure yet. In the sense of, it depends what they do with a lot of the systems they have in place, but it has the potential to be really cool. So we're checking it out, the update patch right now. Triple flanked there. All right. Kill some awakened. Get a very nice charge in there if we're willing to take some damage for it. All right, what's this unit right now? Our warriors. I'd love to get in on their archers. I might wait, let them move to a location. 5 2/3 year lurker. Oh man. Yep. Long ass time. All right, I do need a blocker unit before I move my mages in there. Maybe should have armored him. Okay, let's get down here with the ghouls. They're werewolves, rather. And this should have been a lifesteal. Probably an armor. Okay. Get those off cooldown. Get in here with this unit. Don't want that knight taking the next round. A lot of units
Command
here.
us, my lord. Our lives for Dracul. For the bloodline.
Alright. I'm gonna go after the archers with this unit.
Face the might of the Dracul.
New round. Kill that for heal seems fine. Second attack gets me an attack here. The knight needs to back up. Set up for another charge. Ooh, thought I could get on the archer. Looks like that's a block tile. Who knew? It's hard to tell on this map. I need to be one of the quality of life improvements, which would be really nice. Be able to see where units are blocked or not.
Our lives for Dracul.
Does stack size affect damage? No. Units do reduce damage as they take more damage, but it's not stack size. I can't recruit. Werewolves recruit in a pack of 3. It's just how the unit is animated. So this is 1 werewolf, even though it's 3 items there. I'll lose the unit when the health bar is reduced to 0, and the number of units in the model will go down as it takes damage, but it doesn't really matter. It's just basically scaling as your unit takes damage. I should have said that very clearly, but oh well. All right. Where in the round are we? The unit hasn't acted yet, nor is that unit. Let's kill that, I guess. Okay. I don't have to fight all these in a 2-tile choke. I can back up, protect my archer. Seems okay. Don't mind wailing on that with my tank unit. It's kind of weird they've chosen squares instead of hexes. It actually makes the combat slightly different than I'm used to. I do a lot of hex-based combat. Getting some lifesteal out of here would be nice. No second attack. This unit hits very hard. Trying to decide if I need to drain as well. Probably not.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, can get in on the archers there. Let's do that. No zone of control and no engagement is also kind of weird. Rot on my blocker unit. It's not super exciting. It's a damage over time.
It has been too long.
Alright, we have a pretty nasty... I guess it's only 2 units. If I had 1 more range, I was thinking I was going to get 5 units with this AoE, but no. So I'll just focus the Lord. That's fine.
Command us, my lord.
Thought that was a range. That's a necromancer. I was thinking that was the skeleton champion. Let's throw a drain life somewhere for the health of my lord. Alright, can get in there, full flank the Lord. Kill him, great.
Cower before me.
Alright, we're taking... Was that a dot that hit me? It might have been another point of dot in there. Might just be some ability of that fiend, no. Alright, I do want to get kills, so we can go there, kill that, get a second attack from killing it to hit the other ranged unit. Could get a 3rd attack from killing this, I believe. Seems pretty nice. Bloodlust for damage. We're at 14 mana. We're not going to regenerate anything from this. We are going to take more damage there. Alright. Okay. It's a pretty powerful turn for us. Let's wait on the knight. Wait on this dude. This is our mage. Can I get the bombard now? 2 units for... What is the reduction? 50% for 2 units. It's not any better than 1 unit for 100%.
So much blood.
That unit can reach our archer if we stay put, so let's move. Alright.
The blood calls. I crave more.
Could bloodlust for I need to reserve some mana though, unfortunately. What are these? Zombies or killing the unit before it acts is kind of nice, unless we go ahead of it. Looks like we are going ahead of it, which is interesting. So we can get a second attack off the werewolves by leaving that unit up. We can probably kill that unit with the werewolves if we attack it there. I don't mind if this unit hits. Can this unit reach us though? Speed 3. Can't get to either of our archers. But I'm not scared of the zombies. Let's soften that unit up. Okay.
Blood is life.
Seems like between the lords and the 2 mages we can kill this. Could have done in the other order. Well, no, he would have acted then before us. I want to full flank him. Why won't you let me full flank him? You tell me I can go to that tile. Oh, no, you don't. Okay.
Lord, we obey.
Alright, fairly clean fight. Hey, Scott. It's going well. I want to see what the other faction does in terms of differences. So this faction has... I could do a brief overview. I haven't done a recap of this in a while. Okay, I got a heal and a move. Alright, so number of systems in place in this game, right? All right. First of them is there's a tech tree that seems to be being slowly. It's not a tech tree. It's kind of what is it? It's a lineage tree, I think is what it's called. So as you gain experience, global experience. So this is any of your lords contribute to this. You unlock more points available for a fairly. It's not super deep because you get a lot of points, so it goes fairly quickly. But a tree allowing you to do things like upgrade better units, get more income, decide if you want to be kind of more economy based versus buffing your lords individually, etc. At the beginning of the game is actually some decisions. By the end of it, you tend to fill in most of it, so it's not so much of a decision later, but it's fairly cool in the early part of that. I like that element of it. Multiple lords with different spells. Some of the spells are random too. We haven't seen so much what it looks like long term because these are campaigns and these are 4 mission campaigns, so they're a little bit scripted for what those are. Cards, this particular faction, there's going to be 3 factions. This is faction 1 of those 3, has abilities based on, I'm trying to find where it is, clan mechanics. Every time I kill a unit, every time I win a fight, I get a card, and I've taken upgrade, so I get 2 cards after winning a fight. So they use a lot of these cards here, and I get +1 max population from villages and cities. So presumably some sort of long-term economy. What else? Lords and units level, there's veteracy levels, which are quite impactful. So both those level, there's caps on your army size. Your units have mana. There's also items. So your units, your lords themselves have item slots, can have up to 5 items. And there's tiers of items and tiers of units. We haven't encountered any blacksmiths on this particular map. That doesn't mean there aren't any. So you can also armor your units that are quite impactful with the armors that happen there. Combat is all on maps like that, about that size. Square combat, not hexagon combat, mixed for different series, but there is flanking in that, and a number of abilities that are impactful. AoEs, moving through units, flying, retaliate, things like this, and a number of shrines that appear on those maps to make them a little bit more interesting and diverse. Combat can be a little repetitive, but mostly right now the enemies, there's more of the enemies and they're harder fights, so I've not been auto-resolving, and the fights have been a little bit interesting for me. The different lords play differently. There's ranged lords as well as melee lords. We're focused primarily on the campaign lord right now, so we're seeing a lot of the same lord. But it's been pretty cool so far, honestly. As I said, that's why we're checking out the expansion, the update today, because it seems like it has the potential to be a fairly interesting kind of Heroes of Might and Magic-y style game. All right, we are headed towards that battle. We're at negative income, which is pretty rough. I was really hoping for a blood card. I might have to dismiss some of this guy's army. Let's see, this is the end of the turn. Yeah. I don't know what the upkeep is exactly based on these unit, but army unit upkeep is too much right now. I don't really think very much of Thin Blood Archers. So we're at currently minus 19. If I drop a Thin Blood Archer, what happens? 18. It's going to be a lot of units I have to dismiss for that. All right, we also have one more Greater Inspire, so we can go 3 more tiles with Vlad. We might get another fight in there if we do that. Let's do this. Yeah. Is there a consequence to getting 0 blood? Yeah, there is. Another keep over there. The consequence is attrition to, I think it's all your units. We haven't actually experienced it firsthand, but there was some warning about it earlier. Alright, the thing is, pretty sure this is the last fight. And I'm fairly certain that we can, I'm not 100% certain we can take this. I haven't played this mission before, I don't know. I'm going to act like we can take it. We're supposed to have to turn 45. It's currently turn 14. So presumably we're supposed to spend a bit more time reinforcing, but I don't really want to. I want to see what the other faction does, so I'm going to try to rush to unlocking the other faction. So what I really need to do is dismiss some more units. And I need to dismiss 6 upkeep worth of units, which is basically this whole guy's fucking team, right? Oh my god, it's 1 per. Even the level 3s. Rough. And I need to be able to play some of my cards too. So, rip army. Wait, was that a breakpoint? Did it go to like some different amount? It's gonna leave me 4. I've already, destroyed this army. I'll just keep the 2 units that I like out of it. Minus 6 leaves me 6. Okay, I'm all right with that for next turn. I think it's worth to get yet or still wait a bit. Well, we're giving out keys all day today, so you have a chance to get it for free, and then you can be your own decider. You can watch for a little bit. There wasn't a lot of content when we played it before.
From their graves again. These armies never stop fighting for these plagued lands. Push forward.
So as of when we played it a couple weeks ago, it was they only had 3 missions available, but they've added a sandbox and a second campaign, so mission 4 plus then 4 more missions supposedly. So I don't know is the answer, if I would wait or not. All right, let's go see what the size of this army is. We might have just run over here and end up having to restart the campaign with this mission of the campaign because we're totally out of position with no permanent resources, but I'm hoping to rush through it and see the other faction. All right. I still can't see. We're too far away. Okay.
Wickbrand, there's nowhere left for you to run.
You finally come to face me, vampire. Die.
The voice acting is not one of the strong suits of this game. All right. Knights, stalkers, sergeants, bowmen, archers, skeleton archers, ranged. Okay, that's probably an annoying range unit. Spectral knight. I think we can take this. We saved ourselves 6 blood. 6 blood allows us to heal our army to full and then get mana back and then go for it. So we're going to attempt this. Let me just see if there's any way I can get blood with this guy first. The answer's probably not. Not with only 2 armies left either. No. Okay. So maybe we can end the campaign here, which would be really nice. So let's heal. Excuse me? Okay, it was grayed out like I couldn't cast it, but in fact I could cast it. Good. Let's take our fight. So we didn't get any items for Vlad, but we'll see. Yeah, the card system is all right. A lot of the card system could have been done without cards, but the fact it wasn't is also fine. The cards are fine. It could have been done with skill trees or items or anything else, but cards are fine. How hard is it to manage blood upkeep? I don't want to like give you too much shit for that, but it's like it's a question that's too variable to answer, right? Like the game is based around some sort of economy, and you have decisions about how much you wish to invest in the economy, short term versus long term. So it's variable. All right. This fight looks winnable. When is the soonest Filthy could be trying Alder's Blood? I don't know what Alder's Blood is. I've never even heard of the game. So the soonest it would be happening would be when I read about it, and then we go request a key because it interested me. What is it? All right, this is not great terrain for my knights. Well, maybe. It depends how much... that corridor is pretty good for a knight. It's on the list. List of games to try. Like it's on. If that's the case, then maybe I just don't remember the title. Like I looked at it, said this looks cool, and then I haven't actually don't remember which one it was right now, which is totally happens. We look at a lot of games. All right, let's look at something like this. Okay. Oh, we've asked for a key already. Oh, okay. So it's the answer then is when we get a key. And when I do the next tryout day, because that means it's already hit the tier 1 review process, and I just don't remember the title name. Okay.
Face the might of the Dracul.
All right. A Spectral Knight's super annoying because it can charge through terrain. So if you're ever directly in front of line of it, it does 1,000,000 damage. See where they go. Oh, let's turn the game speed up. Appreciate games that have built-in game speed upgrades. All right. Slowest units in our army are blocker units. So I do want them in good positions. Guys setting up to charge my mage, which is totally unacceptable. Don't want to go to there. Could do. And am I okay going to there? Yep. No, that blocks the charge, right? So I go to there. Alright, I probably want to blood barrier my horses, because they're going to charge in the beginning of next round, and I want that cooling down. Don't want to be in line for that thing to charge us, so moving to there is fine.
Command us, my
I
lord.
think they can walk in and hit me still, but they can't charge me. If I go there, we're not moving in that way. That's okay, though. I want to set up for the long charge here. I hope I didn't miscount down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I might have done it by one tile. Might have had to be one tile closer. All right, what about this over here? I want to tank quite a bit over here, but I don't want to be solo focused only on the Lord. Maybe. We have 2 casters right there.
You have returned.
Let's cast Lifesteal on our Lord for 4 turns. And then drop him over there. Hey, Sin, thanks for 39 months. All right. Round 2. Silver Bullet's a nuke, but nuking my tank is fine. Okay, pretty decent charge here. No retaliate versus charge, and we get damage based on how far we travel.
Blood calls. I crave more.
Alright, they're not quite in range of my archers yet, but they will be, so we'll wait. Wait. Great. Attack my tank. Okay, this worked out really well for us positionally. Can just wait on the units there. Gains the shielded keyword. Gains the vampire hunter. What does vampire hunter do? Shielded enrage reaper. Spell immunity. 20% more damage versus vampire. 75% damage when below 66% health. Alright, so he's really fucking nasty. Not sure we actually want to just attack him with this unit. Okay. I was thinking my archers would go, but it looks like the way it works on waits is that your slowest units go last and you wait and they go first again. Alright, so we want to go shit on this thing. Maybe killing that first. I don't want to set up flanks for this thing to kill me. Why did that not die?
All shall serve.
I was expecting to kill that. I could nuke it to death with Bloodlust. Or let it die here. How fast is it? Pretty fast, unfortunately. I do need to do damage to this unit, though. Unless we kill everything else first and just let it kill whatever. I mean, can Vlad kill it eventually? I'm not sure these units can. Look a little damage we did to it. I think I'm going to try cleaning up their units. I don't want to be in a position where they have all their units and their lord left. I might be able to cheese it where... Not cheese it. I might be able to finesse it where I win with just my lord and a couple units versus their lord. But I can't do it if all my units are dead and my lord dies going into that. So let's clean up some of this stuff here. Okay. Nuking my werewolf again. I'm going after my lord. Oh no, that's a charge on the wolf. Didn't even see it. Alright, maybe we can kill it before it can get a charge off.
It has been too long.
Nice. Alright, wolf up. Still a lot of their units left. Do I want to get any spells off this round? Drain there seems okay.
Face the might of the Dracul.
Alright, we get a free kill there. We still blood barriered. We're life stealing this round, but I don't think we're blood barrier. We're down to 10 mana. You get an attack there. He will counter attack us for quite a lot. Get a life steal off too. We're already life stealing this round though, right? So we get one more round before I have to cast that. Satiable Hunger, Dark Knight. I want that to reset. Yeah, life stealing this round. Okay. We're standing in the buff for us too. Scary unit though, like just stronger than our hero by a lot. I did see the note on the the fuck was that? He just eat his unit? I did see the note about the delay of the expand. Give me mana. Does gives me soul drain. We will have to sacrifice something to this unit. Rip Knights.
Blood. So much blood.
So annoying he's not in range. Other werewolf.
We awaken.
And gotta get closer here, I guess, which is not gonna happen.
Cower before me.
All right, new round. So my second to last spell, basically. Shoot my werewolf again. No, shooting my warrior, that's fine. Really worried about that lord.
Blood. So much blood.
Get one more drain off on Vlad. Seven mana for both. Can't get there. Alright, they won't lose enough life to die, right? But I need life, so we'll drain them. And then we'll hit them. Dude's got necromancy? Isn't he a human lord? This is necromancy bullshit. Alright, killing the sergeant before it acts is pretty good.
We awaken.
Setting up a kill for Vlad to heal off of maybe is okay. I don't know, doing damage to that lord seems good too. We need mana over here, but it's just not gonna happen. I need to... I guess I'm moving around here. Because the issue is I can't currently get enough focus on this guy. Stake. 80 damage to Vlad out of nowhere. I need to be able to see their spells. I might lose the game here. Looks pretty bad. How the fuck am I supposed to beat a guy who just eats everything I give him? Let's hope I'm faster than him. I go twice, so I should be able to get away here.
Blood is life.
Which is good.
All shall serve.
We get mana back here at all? We get a little. Yeah. Dude's at full mana still. Cheap. Alright, so I think what I need to do is get the two tanky wolves in a position where they can flank him, bring Vlad in after, and get the last archer to deal with that. It's the only way I see of winning this. Let's bait him to chase over there. Let's try to move this way. So where does that tile look like? I want them... I need to be able to flank him, or at least attack him multiple angles. Wolves can attack diagonally. healed. Do we have regen on this unit? Yeah, we do. Lord gains regeneration, Lord gains shielded. Didn't notice I had gotten that. Corpse explosion. The fuck was that? Cheaty McCheaterson over here has a
flows through us.
apparently has a fucking another spell. Does additional damage when we get him below 66% health. Attacking him gets some mana. Takes us damage though. Okay.
Cower before me.
Dude, he's got another... Dude, I'm going to lose to his spell cards. We're going to beat his whole army and just die to this one unit. It's happened to us before one time. We're basically just like, we can't defeat the fucking Lord unit. Look how much healing he's doing too. It doesn't even have a healing ability. It's just based on whatever the fuck he heals from. What does Reaper do? Killing an enemy unit summons a unit. Can't be the target of spells. 15% life regeneration. I can't beat him with these units. That sucks. His one unit just beats all of my units.
Blood is life.
So I have 40 turns to prepare LOL. Really? You're telling me what I have to do is I have to go farm the fucking map to beat this guy when I can get to him, beat all of his armies? But he's just gonna be so stacked compared to any other unit in the game that I have to fucking farm up for him? I'm not sure I like that. Doesn't sound very interesting to me. Summoned a zombie.
It has been too
fucking
long.
full health again. Can half flank him here next turn.
Cower before me.
Did I hit him for 11 with the Lord? Yeah, Cheaty McCheaterson over here.
The power flows through us.
He hasn't even got to his strong
power
stage. His
flows
strong
through
stage, he does
us.
additional damage when he gets below 66% health. He's immune to spells, so we can't do damage to him in that way.
Blood is life.
He just healed for 54 damage this round. Guy's such a cheater. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to take this.
Too long.
This mission is spawning
We
units,
awaken.
spawning enemy armies all the time. We're gonna have to take this a bit slower than it looks like, which is too bad because we beat his army. Just can't beat him. Okay. All right. Guess we're taking this mission again. I think there's an item on the map. I don't know. There might be items. Might also maybe supposed to be killing all of his lieutenants first, but we can't kill the one lieutenant because it bugs the game. So part of skipping that lieutenant was specifically because it breaks the game to do that. So could you win with half cat army of caster units for magic damage? Wasn't that, honestly, it was the fact that he heals for that much and kills my units in 3 shots. Even the wolves are not able to stand there particularly long. Okay.
Scouts have reported that there is an abandoned keep located not far from here. We should capture it and resupply before we hunt down the foolish mortal.
I guess we're taking it slower. A list of mods I use to speed up Darkest Dungeon somewhere. No, I don't have a list like that anymore. It's been a long time since we played Darkest Dungeon on channel. Probably just look on the Steam Workshop and find it. Alright, we need to upgrade our stuff. I have favorites of these. It's supposed to be a selection process, right? Like some of these are better than others. I've yet to find that to be true. I mostly just find the same ones to be the same ones. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take ourselves a village. Got laggy again. Need to restart the game.
Dead. Seems fitting somehow. This must be the work of a necromancer.
And I should definitely take my upgrades here to figure out what we're doing. Man, I'm a little annoyed I have to do this mission again. Felt like we had that, and then dude is just busted. I like card picking. I don't have to have the rest of these. Half mana cost is really good on cards too, though. Lets you use cards a lot. 4 more points. I went into Labor Slaves last time. Labor Slaves is pretty good for I didn't want to click that twice. That was a mistake. No confirmation. Really didn't want to click that twice. I mean, I guess we haven't literally done anything yet, right? All right, fine. All right. Where did it go? All right, right back, chat. I'm gonna grab water. Back in a second. We'll keep going then. See you guys shortly.
The theatre of war is a stage of many arts. Blood paints the true picture in the art of war, and an eternal conflict has taken center stage. While the foolish Dracul feign nobility, invaders from lesser bloodlines devastate the land. And the true enemy hides behind a veil of mold and rot. Tell me, what is the point of victory? When all you can celebrate is the end of the world.
All right. Yeah, I like hard games, but I don't really like that as a difficulty scale, right? Like, there's nothing you can do except level longer. It's kind of like, eh.
Scouts have reported that there is an abandoned keep located not far from here. We should capture it.
And there's definitely some sort of issue where the performance of the game drops massively if you don't restart it. It's happened a couple times now. All right, range, damage for a turn, lifesteal 4 turns. Big damage. Reduced costs or reduced cooldown. It's not reduced cooldown. What is it? Oh, reduced mana costs, right. Okay. Alright. What are we gonna take? Card cost, and then through labor slaves. And then where next? I didn't see any blacksmiths. Getting some items would help, but I literally didn't see a blacksmith on this map. We saw 2 libraries. I don't know if you can see that icon in the fog or not. Guess we could just hold on for now. All right, where are we? We're here. Let's go take tiles.
The living dead seems fitting somehow.
There are the buildings. Let's go ahead and up the ability for the size of the town. They grow by 1 per year right now. We can make it 2. We can almost make it 3 if we wanted to take that last point in aristocracy. All right, take that last point in knightly aristocracy and then grab the final upgrade here to make this go to pop 5 this round. This not this round, but this year. Okay, so I could auto resolve this and be quite happy with that. All right, auto resolve costing me a unit, sure. Okay. Can heal for a turn. We'll get upgraded sacrifice, seems good. I think we lost more units when we fought that on our own, so this isn't very similar to Total War at all. This is closer to Heroes of Might and Magic. All right. Is there more that's worth capturing here? It's really tough to tell. It's pretty clear to me the hero needs at least 2 sight radius. It just makes all your decisions pointless. Like, do I want to claim this territory? This territory in of itself, capturing it has no value whatsoever. And nor does that one over there. But if these 2 are valuable ones, I may want to capture these because I might need to have the continuity of that. But I can't tell because my hero has no 2 units. There might be a fucking army there and I have no idea. You know, it's just... I really think you need a bit more sight radius. There is a card that lets you, like, scan an area, but it's not... It's A, it's a card. B, it's only for a very limited time. And C, it's just not reasonable. Like, I think we're going to go for that keep then. None of these matter. Not reasonable is not the way I want to say that. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There is an army there. I believe it can reach us. Kind of want it. I want it by the end of the year, but that's next turn, not this turn. This is probably Bathe in Blood to heal. What's my mana like? 16. Okay. Another army in the fog.
More undead.
Okay.
These creatures are restless.
If you consider the lack of vision might be an intended component to the difficulty while playing into the theming. I just expressed why it's bad. It may or may not be intended, but I don't agree with it as a design decision. It removes your decisions from mattering, and you just get a lot of shit like this one, for example, where a unit pops out of the fog and attacks you. You have no idea it's going to be there, and therefore none of the decisions you could have made mattered, right? So I chose to heal here because I'm approaching a keep, but if there was no keep there, I wouldn't have healed this turn. There would have been no reason to waste the card, and I would have been just jumped out of the fog by a fucking unit that can see me. The AI also sees you. Even this you might be able to say, well, it's their territory, they can see in it. Although I think this is a neutral army, not a hero army. But I've actually, having played other campaigns of this, the other missions of this campaign, even when they're in my land, the AI units will sometimes beeline across like 3 tiles where they can't have sight on me to attack me in my land, which means they don't have sight from the land itself to do it. Do I think introducing a scout unit? No. I think your army should have at least 2 sights worth of radius, because I think it makes the game better for all the options I just said. It changes how you use your card usage, it changes how you move, it changes how you claim lands. All these things are very turn and action intensive, so not doing them is super bad. I don't want to take this fight because it's going to take a long period of time to do, but auto-resolving this is going to make us take a lot more damage than we normally would otherwise, which feels a little bad, and drain a lot more mana. Alright, let's head for the keep on our turn. Alright, we're at 10 mana. It's 2 meditations here. I think I'm just going to go with 10 mana here. Okay. Cheats Death Apparatus. This game has a pretty good auto resolve, honestly, and its fights get a little tedious when they're like inconsequential fights. So I quite like being able to auto resolve them. The biggest thing the AI does, normally it spreads damage across all your units and doesn't lose units, but it does drain a lot of your mana for auto resolves. All right, we've got the level 3 vampire and the level 1 vampire. Get some shit archers still alive. Adepts are ranged units, I believe. I think they are. Actually, so we're really ranged heavy.
I bring the night.
Okay.
Blood. So much blood.
That tile they can move into? I don't know if that's blocked or not. I think it might be, but I don't know that for certain. Wow. Yeah, the voice acting in this game's rough.
All shall serve.
Okay. Definitely need to be lifestealing. I'm
It has
glad
been
here.
too long.
Could soften them up. I think I can soften them up with the Thin Blood Archers and still get the kill though. Target unit becomes spell immune. Okay.
The power flows through us.
Let's get Bloodlust on Vlad before, or not Bloodlust, Lifesteal on Vlad before I forget. Shoot that. It's a pretty big hit off of that. That's the Necro. There's archers, level 2 archers, level 1 warriors, level 3 Necro. Alright. Okay, let's set up to kill this. Great. I was thinking Vlad would kill this on his own. Could kill it at the start of the next round, that's fine. Alright, I would like to jump on this archer. Can't quite reach where I'd like to attack from though. I want the vampire bats eventually out of my army. We've played with them before. The level 1 bats are nearly impossible to keep alive, and they're not that good. What is this? Their leader. Archers and cultists. Are cultists ranged? No. I think I have an AoE. Doesn't quite hit what I want it to. Still hits quite a lot though. Okay. Can get there with this bat.
The blood gives us strength.
Alright, archer unit up for us. Happy to shoot that unit. New round. Bloodlust will kill that. Shield our bat. Like that bat to come out alive. I want their lord to come fight my lord. That's why I'm clearing the space for him before his turn. He's casting spell immunity on that unit. I don't care about that. That's fine. Okay, presumably we can kill this unit here. That will heal our bat. Our little bat. Do I care about healing the little bat? No, but I do care about killing that unit before it goes. Although hypothetically we go ahead of it. I don't know. I don't need to lose the bat either. They heal me for 10 mana. Maybe I've underestimated bats. It's a lot of in-combat mana healing. If I soften that up enough that we can kill it with the bat, that's also a win. Which it looks like we've done. And kill it from there so I get even more mana. Great. It's undying. It's fine. Rip little bats.
Blood is life.
Happy to bloodlust here. I get killed without, but I wasn't 100% sure that I saw that right. I didn't look at the numbers. Alright, can get more kills with this bat. Should have lifesteal first.
Blood. So much blood.
Indeed, a lot of blood. Okay.
It has been too long.
How come we didn't get lifesteal out of that? I guess lifesteal only works on melee. Didn't realize that. So I gave lifesteal to an archer that did nothing. Okay. So we lost our little tiny bats, but I wanted them out of the army anyway, so that's all right. They're just almost impossible to keep alive. They don't do enough damage or have anywhere near enough of a reservoir of hit points to do anything. All right. Let's take these. We're gonna steal the keep this turn using Inspire. There's probably a reason for doing that. I've forgotten what it was. So we'll claim.
Such an inhospitable land. For Wigbrand to run here of all places. He must be up to something.
Okay. And it's repaired. I do want to recruit warriors out of it, but I think I want to start my turn. So the problem is, okay, so the pathway went last turn made a lot of sense, but I think we can't go that path because I'm worried the game bugs if we go that path. I don't remember which one was it though. Was he here? Or he was there, right? All right. Well, let's go back to this village. I would have liked them to grow. I don't have any more movement points available. Not sure if taking this keep now is relevant or not. I don't think the enemies take income like we do. I think they probably cheat on their income. So if I'm going left, I want to start right so I don't backtrack. But left didn't win us the game last time. Do we ever make it into this area? Is that a blacksmith, for example? Looks like a blacksmith. That was one of the things. If we have to fight a hero that... Did it freeze while I rotated? Yeah, it just crashed while I was rotating. All right, note to self, no more rotating. If we have to beat a hero who's stronger than all of our guys, including our hero, by like a factor of about 4, we might have to get some item upgrades. You definitely agree that having vision lets you make more tactically advantaged decisions, but not having vision doesn't make your decisions not matter. Yes, it does. It forces you to play in a more conservative, predictive manner and introduces another layer of RNG, which admittedly can be frustrating. No, it makes me not able to make decisions because I don't have any information to make decisions with. That's not... Doesn't make my decisions not matter. Yes, it does exactly that. It makes my decisions not matter. Yeah, dude. No. All right, let's load in. Where are we? 1234? Oh no. The autosave is before the fight. Come on. I see this behavior a lot with you guys, with chat as a whole, with guy in chat. I'm gonna use Artosis's lingo for this, right? With guy in chat, which is individuals in chat sometimes feel the need to like white knight a design decision or something that's just
Another
bad
poor
in a
fool,
game,
lost in time
and they white knight it to death. And it's not that we can't disagree about things, but tell me how the game is made better by reducing sight compared to giving more sight. And I think honestly it probably balanced around 1 more sight. Tell me what gets worse in the game compared to what gets better. If you disagree with me as I state the reasons why I think these things are true, and it seems you do, spend the time into fortifying your opinion, to justifying why your opinion might be reasonable here compared to my opinion, which I just presented why I think my opinion is my opinion. Welcome, Great Fart, for the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks. Nobu is infatuated with that name, so that's good. I didn't realize that was so easily done. It's so annoying that we can't fucking take that fight. Man, I have to do that whole stupid fight again. That's irritating. atmosphere. No, you didn't. You're someone else, and I understand this isn't your fight to fight, but if you're going to offer that, the request was to offer a way it made the game better. You think it makes the atmosphere of the game better if unpredictable things happen that are totally independent of decisions you make in a strategy game based on a systematic acquisition of units and land with branching decisions based on the path in which you take. Is there a way to obtain more sight range? No. What kind of fucking map is this? It's like one tile choke point. Alright. How do we fight this then? Does this give us... Blood Drinker is actually interesting. Is this mana? Actually, you get a lot of mana on this map. Alright, I'm annoyed I have to take this fight again because this is one of these fights where it really should auto-resolve in my favor, but doesn't. It auto-resolves in their favor, which means I have to fight it because otherwise I lose unit, or otherwise I don't win the fight at all.
Cower before me.
But we just fucking fought it. Alright. And there might be some like rare obscure item or something that gives you +1 range, sight range. We haven't seen it yet. But I'm not always a big fan of, like, I've been pretty complimentary about lots of aspects of this game because I think lots of aspects of this game are great. But I get a little annoyed sometimes when chat wants to like double down on every bad thing in a game and be like, no, that's great. It's amazing. Well, if you think that, which I very much disagree with, tell me how. Tell me how it's good or amazing, because it seems like absolute dumpster garbage to me, that mechanic right now. And I like the game as a whole. Alright, so I want my mages kind of in the middle, I guess. Like, with blocking those tile choke points with bats and stuff, I guess. Which means I probably want to move to, like, there. There. Enemies had the same side of us, it would be more fair. But it would still be worse than just both players, the enemy included, having 2 sight. That would just be better. Yes, it makes it worse because the enemies can pop out of the fog, cheating on where your location is. But again, I would just rather we all had 2 sight, and then we could make decisions, and we could play our strategy game. And wouldn't that be exciting? Okay, I want to get in here. Might have to wait. If I wait though. Okay. Alright, we get this unit coming through there. It's a ranged unit. It did quite a lot of damage. I was hoping to get lifesteal off that unit. Should have blood buried earlier. I will need somebody to deal with this shit too. Don't teach me not to read tooltips. Oh wait, just kidding. Just get in here. All right, new round. Undying may have been a overstatement of how tanky they are. Where did you come from? Oh, you were right next to me. I didn't know you were here. Okay. Bats can kill this, like not to be flanked by it anymore, so it seems reasonable. A bit worried about this bat. Big Bat as he's known.
Command us, my lord.
Where's my fucking heal? This effect gives Blood Drinker, which heals the unit for 33% of its maximum health when killing another unit. I just killed another unit. I didn't get any healing. Why not? Okay. I'm not trying to die on the hill of vision must be set. Why? One of the primary tenets of creating puzzles which fundamental to strategy games is limitations breed creativity. How do you interact? Always predicted upon what does the system allow. I think you take a special umbrage with your tactical decision being limited because you're a power gamer, you're min-max, you're not having total info makes it a way more difficult process. It doesn't make it a way more difficult process. It makes it a way more boring process. It isn't harder because of this. It's slower. And that makes a worse game. I am restricted not by what I'm able to accomplish with my armies, not by what I'm able to accomplish with my heroes, not by my items or restrictions. It's not by things what restricts me essentially then is I just have to take everything more cautiously because I have no information about what will come. And sometimes it will be an army with a unit that I can't beat that just kills my entire army from full when I've killed all the rest of their army. That's not a good mechanic. That's just bad. Some people may find the next, not knowing what the next tile may yield will be the experience they're looking for. Tell me how it's a better game. That's the request I've made. And I still haven't heard how it's a better game. I haven't heard what you just said is some people like to be curbs. It's probably not the right one. Some people like to be kicked in the nuts for fun. This is a real thing. So there are people out there who enjoy this. There's a subset of people who enjoy that. I would say for the average person, that's a downside though. You could say, yes, there are people who love a slow, tedious game. Okay, but they're probably the minority here. So show me how this is a better design decision for the average person. Or even the average strategy gamer, which is probably the market we're looking at right now, right? If you want to defend this decision, I want to know how it's a defensible decision. How is it better? All right, let's move our archers closer. All right, who are we at risk of losing right now? This dude. Dude, they're so nice and mobile. Look at this bat. Could we kill it with a bloodlust? No. So let's move. And shoot that guy, I guess. Goes after our bat.
All shall serve.
Happy to go kill this, I guess. What did they do? They debuffed me in some way. Took my armor. Oh, we can just run. Personally, you like having enemies that are too strong to kill, you need to avoid. However, for that to be true, avoidance needs to be possible, hence more vision. Didn't think he could get to that tile, but apparently he can. And I can't heal this unit despite killing units from this position, which is also kind of lame. Means I've stacked range units in front of their strong melee unit, which is not my intention at all. Pretty sure if I go there, I'd die. He's got range 8. Dude, this guy's got range 8. All right. Can't bloodlust from here. Out of range. Bit worried about next round.
We serve the Dracul.
Okay, new round. Can't help from there. Could I kill this with a spell and then go help? Well, I'm only at 6 mana. So probably not. Who goes next? That unit, which can reach me. Then that unit, I think. then our small bats, then their hero unit. I might lose my big bat here, which is totally not okay. I didn't mean to move away. I was trying to attack from the tile I was on. Oh, we lost our big bat. So rip this fucking mission, I guess. I already fought this mission once. I'm gonna go for mission attempt 3 on this fucking mission. It's frustrating. It's really, really, really annoying.
I bring the night.
I think a powerful, unbeatable enemy appearing in vision-restricted or unrelated game fashions. I agree. Yes, overwhelming enemies you need to avoid, and inability to avoid them don't make a good combo, sure. That just means one of those axes needs tweaks. Maybe that's the vision, or maybe that's the game. Yeah, but you still haven't justified why lower vision helps anything. As how does it make the game better? I think it adds to the atmosphere. Rewards players for cautious play toward the odds. All right. Can you clarify what you mean by atmosphere? Do you mean like the storyline? The ambiance of what's happening? The ambiance of what's happening is the storyline thus far is Drac Cool or whatever his fucking name is a vampire lord who's been married to a vampire wife for a couple millennia. The wife goes out, gets herself captured by the guy we're hunting now. That person then brutally murders her in some ritualistic and sadistic way. And we are, without caution, charging directly towards them aggressively. Does that atmospherically suggest that I should be cautiously moving forward? Because that also doesn't seem to be what we're talking about here. So if you mean atmosphere in a different way, I guess I need you to clarify that, because I don't really like the idea of balance being superseded by atmosphere. I feel like you can have, this is like, do you min-max a character in D&D or do you have a good role-playing character? Well, you do both. They're two fundamental portions of gameplay, right? There's no reason that one excludes the other. So why does atmosphere here, maybe you mean something else by it, but what atmosphere here is helped by all your decisions being made pointless?
All.
Again, why have you and again, you said this is not the hill you want to die on, is defending vision here. But we do get into these types of discussions on channel pretty regularly when I criticize elements of this game, of games that we play on here. People choose to die on the hill of whatever thing I'm criticizing on. So talk to me about this.
The power flows through us.
There's no way to win this argument subjectivity. No, there's plenty of ways to win this argument. Tell me how the game is made better by one site here. With the way the other systems interact, this is not just a point that we're talking about. This is not me saying in all games all radiuses should be 2. This is saying in this game, with the way this game mechanics interacts, one site seems ridiculously restrictive and makes the gameplay worse. So I'm really trying to work with this. I'm trying to be totally reasonable in the way I'm approaching this with you guys about this. And I understand that this is guy in chat. This is not preponderance of chat or everyone on. But if you guys want to pick the one site is the way to die here, I want to hear the arguments that go with this. Justify this. All right, so we're going to win that fight, but winning that fight there, we lose it with 2 more units back. It just doesn't seem worth. So I guess I'll take that fight for a fucking 3rd time and remember to save after it, I guess. So it's fairly frustrating. All right, 23. Yeah, lose a half hour. Okay. No, I don't, it's not that I don't care about armies jumping on me under the fog. I really don't. It's that, okay, think about this, right? I'll try to show you again with the mechanics. Think about the way that a unit moves in this. The movement in this with a hero is super, super, super slow, right? So there's a decision when I leave this area, right? The first decision we make, right? Capture the village, decide if we want to take the ritual site or not. Taking the ritual site has an extra component of a turn, right? It's a turn to go in there, an action to go in there, an action to capture the site, and then half a turn to move out of there. It's 1.5 turns cost to do that. The decision then is upgrading sacrifice worth 1.5 turns? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, now you're here. You have sight on this tile. This tile is a dead tile. It does nothing. You don't have sight over there. Your decision is, do I want to claim this territory? You can only capture villages, which are resource positions, or recruiting buildings if you claim the territory. Claiming the territory is an action. Your unit only has 2 to 3 actions, right? I don't know why we have 3 right now. I thought we had 2 earlier. Maybe we had 3 all along. But anyways, point still stands, right? It's economy intensive to claim territory. So the decision you're making when you're claiming territory is, do I need to take that piece of territory now because the benefit is I'm going to have to claim other territories past it? Or can I do something like take another keep and then start from a node there? These are decisions that need to be informed by the terrain around it, but I literally can't see the terrain around it. The terrain isn't randomly generated. These are set maps. So once I take this once, I will have all that information perfectly. Once I've played it once and then loaded. But these are costly decisions. How many action points I spend doing things like upgrading or recruiting, all of these take action points. Claiming land takes action points. All of these are supposed to be made in the context of what's happening on the map, what's happening with your objectives, what's happening with enemy armies. And you don't have any of that information. So your decisions become either you load and then make better decisions, or they become meaningless in the moment because you're not making them based on any sort of information. And that's not good for a strategy game. That's just objectively worse. And if you're saying, well, the atmosphere makes up for that, I'm asking you, what atmosphere are you referencing? And if you're really, and you're, you're typing up, you're doing your best to justify these, I think, Abidali. Like, you're putting effort into these responses. I don't think you're trolling, and I'm not trying to be short with your answers, but I'm waiting for stuff that addresses the problems of it. Anyways. All right, where are we? We're over here. What did we just do? Oh, we're going to take that fucking fight for the 3rd time. All right, sure. 3rd fight. So, like, now I know I don't need to claim these territories because I've played this mission before. And now I know I can't beeline the objective, even though my armies got me all the way to the objective, because the objective has a really strong guy. But the point is, it cost me 3 hours to learn that. And that information was never something I could scout. It was never something that I could know ahead of time except by doing it once. And that kind of sucks. I think it adds tension by introducing pseudo RNG, not knowing what's coming. You're about to face this common theme that a lot of people enjoy. I'm talking about thematic feelings the way you're describing. The whole creepy monsters looking around the corner to leap on me. A wayward tavern to rest our weary bodies is a common pulling trope. And I do say I'm not trying to die on this hill because I'm not asserting any of this is absolute. I'm positing an alternative. All right. Well, when you have 2 alternatives, you have to choose, and you can only choose one. You choose one of them. You try to choose the one that's best, right? Like, this is just literally decision making. Are you at all arguing that that one is better in some world? So the world in which that one's better from your perspective is the one in which the creepy feel of fog supersedes all gameplay. So instead of a strategy game, we have built a YouTube video of watching fog with shit that leaps out of it. What about in the world of strategy gaming, where we're building a game where your decisions are supposed to matter, that long-term, you're supposed to accrue incremental advantage from a series of decisions? Is that game a game where we want creepy fog, or our actions to matter? I mean, maybe it's creepy fog, and I'm just totally out of touch with reality. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know, guys. It's bugging me. It's annoying me, that mechanic. All right, let's go fight. And yeah, I know, exaggerating the point there, but I can't argue that he likes it that way. I feel like that statement right there is similar to the idea that if there's two outcomes, they're equally likely, right? There's a fallacy in there. Just because there's two outcomes does not mean both outcomes are equally likely, right? And if someone likes something that is worse from whatever scenario you're describing, that doesn't make that an equally valid position. There's no way to argue with him. He thinks 2 + 2 is 5. He believes it. He likes it. He prefers it that way. Yeah. But in the context of doing math, that's not right. That's wrong. It's worse. Right? Like, these not all opinions are equal. Not all situations mean that, how do I say this? Things are relative to the situations they're in too, right? And this is a strategy game where you're supposed to be making decisions about this. I make decisions about my income. I make decisions about leveling my heroes. I make decisions about the cards I pick. I make decisions about the tech trees. I make decisions about the unit compositions I bring. I make decisions about the enemies I engage. I make decisions about the cards I play. I make like these are supposed to matter for something. Strategy games routinely restrict information in many ways. Sure. Cripple you in many ways. Sure. I don't mind. Again, I play hard games for a living. This is what I do. I like hard games. I like games that restrict and cripple me, for sure. Punish your decisions in ways you can't predict. Nope, that one's a bad one. Punishing your decisions in ways you can't predict almost always makes a game worse. Relegate you to RNG. No, strategy games rarely relegate you to RNG. Most of strategy gaming is about minimizing negative RNG. All these things have their places when they're good. This isn't a zero-sum question. The end result may be the more vision is right in the game, but the perspective that goes into saying, is this right for the game or not, is much more than a yes or no. Yeah. It's all the things I just listed. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the answer is no, not really. The answer is no, not really. All right. Where are we fighting this from? This same fight. Well, we need to pen their hero in. They have 2 really nasty range units. It would be nice to be able to get the bats on that. The bats can fly through all this shit. I need to get my archers in a safe spot, if possible. And healing doesn't affect our ranged units for some reason. Yeah. All right. We're going to want our archers in a little deeper. Where they're cultists are melee, fledglings are melee. These are all very killable units with our leader. Their leader's on the other side. The Necro's the high damage one too. All right. Okay. I think the answer is yes, tribute. Minimizing RNG, sure, but not eliminating. All these cases are what you have to make the best of what you're given. No. Imagine, no. Again, like this is, you're presenting alternatives and acting like all alternatives are equally valid here, right? Yes, RNG in games is fine. Yes, the goal of the player almost always is to minimize negative RNG, right? Often through decisions they make that have outcomes, and those outcomes are then are subjected to these RNG in some way, right? But imagine a scenario, imagine a system where beginning of each turn is just coin toss. It doesn't even matter. Like we how do I say this? We played a number of games where some decisions are just random, essentially. Another example that leaps to mind is the BattleTech outcomes for storyline stuff, for like crew storyline. Some of them result in positives, some of them result in negatives. The only information you have to make that decision is literally the flavor text, and the flavor text does not always perfectly correspond to what the outcomes are. In fact, it often doesn't correspond at all to the outcomes. You're making that's pure RNG, right? You're making almost entirely blind decisions, and the only way to have information on those decisions is to have encountered them before. that's universally garbage for that game. Like, the fact these are small, minor decisions that happen a lot, that makes that a little bit more palatable. The swings are kind of little tiny minor up and down swings with that. But you as a player are not able to interact with that in any way. All you're doing is reacting to that, right? All your end result of that is reacting. And for something small or minor like that, sure, okay. Or maybe it sets up a flavor, like the beginning of the month, some random event occurs and you're now adapting to that. Your armies do 25% more damage, including the enemies or whatever the hell else. These cards are RNG cards, and these cards are fine, right? These are things you can adapt with. But it's a different thing when it's like game deciding. Imagine a game in which your run began or ended on a coin toss. So at the start of every turn, coin toss. If you fail the coin toss, your run ends. That's undeniably a worse game design. It's got RNG added to it. It's random. You can, as a player, deal with that or not deal with that. You may enjoy the aesthetic of every turn you have to pass a coin toss. It still makes an objectively worse strategy game. Your decisions as a player don't make any fucking difference. You win or lose on a coin toss. There's RNG in there. It doesn't make it better. RNG is something to add flavor that the player needs to adapt to, sure. But that isn't here. All of the other mechanics of this game point you in one direction. They point you to making decisions. And then this one doesn't help you, doesn't allow those decisions to have any impact. That's terrible. That's bad. And it isn't equal. Anyways. I'm going to die on this hill because I don't want to fight this battle for a third time. I'm bored with this battle. Oh no, chat. Oh no. That's an extreme vision of RNG that most people balk at. Absolutely, yeah, because it's the extreme case of bad RNG, right? It's the extreme example of how RNG can be shitty to a game. This is a lesser example of that same type. It's a type of RNG that the player doesn't interact with. The player just experiences. And it doesn't add to the game, and it's contrary to a number of other design decisions of this game, right? Anyways. Alright, I don't want to take this fight for fucking 5th time, particularly. Alright, bats over here, the hero there. These are my ranged units. They gotta hide behind my hero too. I mean, I could just fight them in here, I guess. There's gonna be a lot of units moving around. Could just lose the archers, maybe. Okay. All I'm saying is we can accept this like a one person for one specific game design. I really do not just subscribe to the idea that all opinions are created equal. I really don't. This is like fake news, right? This is the idea that an expert's opinion is equally valid as the first person to talk about it, right? A random guy off the street. What do you think? Random guy off the street? I think some stupid idea with no support whatsoever. And then they present that opposed to the idea of some scientific fact, and they go, and they present this with the subtext of these opinions are the two sides of the equation. They aren't. They aren't the two sides of the fucking equation. One of them has weight and merit behind it, and one of them is some person just spitballing. Those aren't the same. They do not have the same value or the same weight.
The power flows through us.
Where are we going? Forward.